Hello there, welcome to Genessis Models. My name is Bobby Waldron and welcome to December 2020's show. Now, hopefully you're all getting ready for Christmas. Hopefully you're getting all excited, getting your Christmas trees up. Hopefully, you know, you're going to get all the nice toys and everything that you want as well off Santa. But let's get on with the show. We've got a lot to get through. First off, we have the website. As you know, we're getting a new website. It's looking really cool. The people we've been paying to build it, I've seen some nice preliminary work and it's looking cool, it's looking good. Few sort of tweaks on the look. The functionality is looking good and they're just sort of like building as they go along. As I say, looking really cool. We are getting this really nice one account system where everything links up. You know, we're going to have the new forum, the new store, the whole video section. It's all going to be linking up into one account system, which, you know, is going to make everything sort of way better, look better, be more easier to sort of navigate and everything, as well as way more interactive. So really exciting. Nice to see how things are going to go. Things like, say, that the videos, I'm starting to see how that's going to sort of transform into a newer, better system. The system we've got now is basically, it's old HTML where, you know, you sort of click on whatever sort of video topic you want, step by steps, tutorials, you know, inbox reviews, and then you'll see all the different videos, and then you go into that. Quite a bit of scrolling going on. The new system is going to be sort of like a really nice sort of searchable system in which you'll have loads of filters where you can sort of pick what kind of video you'd like to see. You know, anything from, you know, you can simply go step by steps and you'll see all the step by steps, inbox reviews, see all of them, but you can go a bit more deeper into it if you want. I mean, you can click things like, you know, you want to see one's 30-second scale, or you want to see Tamiya, you want to see rapid video builds, you want to see Decklin, and you'll just see all the videos that's about Decklin and everything. It's going to be way more sort of easier to find, see all the videos and everything, and should sort of make the whole viewing pleasure of Genessis Models website way better, as well as the store and everything else that is going on. There is going to be a new subscription system as well, where it's going to be nicely tiered, so we can tailor make the subscription system to your liking and what you want to get from Genessis Models. You know, we will have like the free accounts, right? And these are lifetime accounts that, you know, work for everything. You can have a free account if you want, and then the more you sort of pay, the more you get access, and get access depending on what you want, as well as, you know, as you kind of pay more, you get more of a discount in the store and everything, and just basically you just get more and more the more you sort of want to pay. And again, it's all just tailor-made to what you want depending on your sort of price range and what you want to get from Genessis Models. Little bit of bad news. I know we don't want to do this. It's something I've put off. I will make a video about the price plan, because it is going to change, and, you know, I'll go into more specifics as we get close to the date. But yes, we are going into a different sort of tiered system, as well as the prices will change, sadly for some of you. But what I do want to throw out there is, you know, this is kind of just a bit of a heads up, but what we are going to do is we are going to make sure that all you guys that are paying now, right, we're going to honor that payment, you know. So there's not going to be a price increase for you guys. We're going to keep it as, you know, we're going to honor it and keep it as it is, you know. So long as you're paying that, it doesn't matter. You can keep paying that same subscription fee, and actually you'll end up being put into sort of like a limited edition special subscription plan because of it. We're going to call it some sort of a veteran pilot or veteran something, right, to sort of honor that payment and how long you've, and the fact that you've been with Genessis Models pre new website. But for anyone becoming a new member after the website's launched, you will have to be on the new price plan. So basically what this means is the subscription system now is basically turning as a limited edition. You know, once the website's launched, it's gone, and it's gone forever, you know. So, you know, if you've wanted to be a member of Genessis Models, you've been thinking about it, probably now is probably the best time to get on board, because you know, this old subscription plan of like $3.99 or $39.99 annually will be gone once the new website's in place, and you'll have to go onto the new subscription system. But I'll go into way more details close to the date when the website's going to be launched. But just to let you know, a bit of a heads up, and those of you who are paying now, we're going to freeze those prices anyway, so technically there's no price hike for you guys. So let's move on to the next bit, which is competitions. And so moving on to our competition for last month in November, we had a competition where basically we've got this new system now where you guys can now go off and pick whatever you want in the store, depending on if you're either a free member or a paying member. If you're a paying member, you get to basically buy more. And after doing the usual random number generation program and counting down the thread, I came to See No Evil with a Z. So that's See No Evil. You are the winner. I will give you a PM asking you for your details, whether or not you're a subscribing member or a free member, and then you can let me know what kit you would like from the Genessis Models store, and I'll get that shipped out to you free of charge. Don't worry if you haven't won, you've got another chance to win for December 2020. So as always, if you want to be in this month's competition, all you got to do is go to the Genessis Models website, and in the forum section where you have competitions, post count me in or something to that effect, and you are entered. And I'm always open to any sort of feedback that you might want to post in there as well, and I will announce the competition next month. If you do win, you can win any one single kit from the Genessis Model store up to £40. If you're a paying subscribing member, that threshold goes up to £75 for any single kit in the store. So get posting on the forum, and you'll be entered in this month's competition. So what we've been working on with our step-by-steps here, well, first off we have our Tempest. Our Tempest, hopefully, as you can see, is coming along rather nicely. This month we've got this all nicely sprayed up using things like panzer putty and whatnot. We've even really sort of gone a little bit sort of intermediate stroke advanced with masking up, because with these Edard wants you to mask up these yellow lines along the edge, as well as our little duck egg stripe just there. We did all that, as well as when it came to the deckling, actually sort of going a bit off topic from step by steps, I have decided to sort of remaster our tutorials, right? So with this build, I decided not to show you deckling in that step-by-step. I decided to turn it into a tutorial and release a tutorial instead. As I say, I decided to remaster them all because, let's face it, a lot of my tutorials were done like 5-8 years ago. They're getting a bit old in the tooth. It was back when, you know, I had just like one camera, and you know, things weren't as good back then, whereas now, you know, we've got like 4 camera angles, better mics, we've got 4K camera, you know, better sort of software and everything for editing. So remastering all the tutorials, because they are quite popular, I think it's a really good move. And I know that a lot of you have given me some feedback to say, why not remaster all these tutorials? So you'll start seeing tutorials being sort of redone, as well as I do want to sort of make newer ones as well for different subjects. So far I have done basic deckling tutorial, and also did a basic weathering wash tutorial also, which is basically using sludge washes as well. So hopefully we'll see some more next month. But back to our Tempest just here. You know, we did the deckling, which I didn't show in the step-by-step, but we have now sealed it in, and we've started doing the whole weathering process, where we have filled in our recessed panel lines, recessed rivets. We've got all our landing gear done as well, and that's sort of kind of going on. Just to kind of quickly show you, this is what I love about Edard, is their next generation surface detail is, it's just absolutely beautiful, because you know we can see after putting the wash on that you can see all the recessed panel lines and everything, pretty much like any other, you know, kit you could do out there. But with this you can just see these tiny little rivets, and the beauty is they're not big that the wash will go in there and they just really come out and hit you in the face, right? They're so sort of nice and tiny that they just pop out that little bit, just to not be so overpowering, but just enough to just give this so much more detail and so much more flavor, which hopefully you're liking that. Hopefully fingers crossed I'll finish this for December. Whether you'll have all the videos by December I don't know, but we are going to be sort of like probably doing some chipping, throwing pigments on there, streaking effects, all sorts of lovely weathering bits and bobs going on with this, as well as then sort of gluing it all together, getting that final matte coat on, removing the canopy mask, and pretty much getting finally done. We're also going to do some nice rust effects on our exhaust just here, so get that all looking all nice and rusty, with probably a little bit of black soot on the tips and everything, so that's looking rather good. Then we have our Leopard 2 A7 just here, which hopefully, as you can see, you know, is all basically sprayed up, all the camo patterns on here. What we've been showing in the step-by-steps is basically sort of we've done sort of like freehand camo, as well as showing you the panzer putty technique where we mask it all up. And I decided, you know, I'll kind of like do my model both of them just to show you. I know kind of maybe it's not so uniform doing two different techniques, but it's good for teaching, and just to sort of show you what I'm on about is just here, as an example, our NATO brown, right, nice sharp edge. As you can see, that was used with the panzer putty, nicely masked up. But our NATO black here, you can just see the edges are a bit feathered. That's because I did that freehand, and it's just showing you the difference between them. And I got to teach you the two different ways of going about it, and then we had a bit of a discussion about scale effect and how having a sharp edge or a feathered edge, you know, potentially doesn't matter. It's kind of up to you as a personal sort of opinion as a modeler, because scale effect can sort of you know, even if it's a sharp edge on the real thing, if you take scale effect in account, you're not going to technically see a sharp edge. It could look feathered and look darker and dirtier, but you know, that's the whole discussion in the step-by-step we had there. Hopefully we're going to be moving along with this by, you know, we've got all sorts of things to do here. We've got all our sort of tools on here to paint up, and guns and little bits and bobs just to paint up. We could probably start sort of doing some deckling with this as well. I've got loads of wheels over there that need painting up, as well as hopefully we might be starting some of this. We did buy this nice figure box here, 1/35 scale, which was by Ming Models. And what we've got here is like to do a figure. We've got a figure that's going to sit just in here, and you know, that gives us a nice advantage to teach you, you know, doing camo pattern on fabric, doing faces, painting miniatures, that kind of stuff. So it'd be nice to sort of touch on that. So it'll be almost like a sort of a bit of a mini step-by-step within a step-by-step. I'm not quite sure yet, maybe sort of release it as a separate step-by-step. We'll see, because it might be just a bit easier for you guys to find in the video. So it's probably best I did it as like a separate step-by-step. Then we have the HMS Victory, which, as you can see here, we have finished our carronade, right, all nicely built up. Really sort of kind of fiddly and everything to do this, which is pretty much everything when it comes to doing wooden ships. Is there's a bit more sort of skill, a bit more sort of carving and creating and making your own pieces. It's not just kind of glue the pieces together and everything's pretty much done for you ish. You know, there is a bit more to it, but looking rather good, as you can see just there. I think the next bit we're working on, I do believe we're going to get some barrels out and stuff and start kind of building them up for the HMS Victory. But that's it for what we're building. So hopefully you've seen everything we've done, and hopefully you're looking forward to what is to come. So there's the build we've been working on. Now let's take a look at kit release news for the latest releases in the Genessis model store. Hello there and welcome to the kit release news for December 2020. We've got a couple of things new in store. First off, let's start off with Edard. Edard's released a 1/48 scale, the Adlertag BF 110 CD. This one is going to be £30.87. This is the 1/48 scale because they have literally released the same thing but in 1/72 scale, and that is at the Genesis model store for £25.02. We also have some nice Hasegawa here with a 1/72 scale F35B Lightning 2, which is the JASDF, and that is for £35.99. We also have the Kinetic model kits, the Grumman S2A Tracker in 1/48 scale, going for £40.49. We have got a tool in here, which is the Trumpeter Mini Razor Saw with 3 different blades. This is going to be for £6.64. In all honesty, I would rather go for the CMK version, which I know a lot of you guys buy, but this one in particular I do find is good for resin in certain situations. The blades are nice and long and they can get in those places, but if you are buying your first mini razor saw, I'd go for the CMK first. And also we do have some new stock coming in which isn't up on the website just yet, but we do have a 1/48 scale McDonnell Douglas F15C Eagle. That is by Academy, as well as the new release of the Supermarine Spitfire Mark II. That is by Edard, the Tally-Ho limited edition kit, as well as the big massive Tornado GR4 by Italy Air in 1/32 scale. And that's it for your kit release news for December 2020. So now let's talk about the group builds, because the group builds, quite a bit going on with them. First off, we had the Lockdown GB, the second Lockdown GB, which we've had going for about a month now. I know we've come out of lockdown, but I know there's a lot of people still in like tier 3, as well as all the other countries around the world. I know there's a lot of lockdown going on, so I've decided we're going to let that go on for another month. I'm going to say that it's going to end on the 31st of December. So if you are building in it, you know, try and get it done before the 31st of December, and you'll be in it to sort of, you know, win a bit of a prize, as well as kind of coming together and building some models. We also have the Battle of Britain group build. That is coming to an end on the 31st of December. So, you know, all your fantastic builds I've been seeing, and all of you who have already finished, you know, you've now got a month to finally get your building ready to be judged, where we're going to have our usual prizes and trophies and all that good stuff. So get in on that and make sure you kind of get it done. I suppose really, you know, you have got a month. I mean, you know, if somebody wants to get in on that and get started, you could. I know with lockdown and stuff, people have got a bit more time on their hands, so you could get a build done in a month. It'd be nice to see some more people get in on that. But, you know, there is only a month left to get your final reveals in, which then brings us to our brand spanking new group build, which as always I leave to you guys to vote for. So there is a group build proposal up on the forum. You know, go in there and make your proposals, right, and make your voting also. So all you got to do is you go to the group build proposal for 2021 first half, and in there make a suggestion. What would you like to be the next group build? Make sure you put a voting system on there as well, so people can vote yes or no to doing that. And then plain and simply, I'll be going off next month. Oh, actually no, I've sort of left this a little bit short. Actually, I'll probably just before Christmas do a quick video announcing what is going to be the new group build, to at least give you some time to get started, because that's going to start on the 1st of January 2021, right? So the one with the most votes is the one we're going to end up doing. So get your voting going in, and sadly we have come to the end of the show. Lots and lots going on. Hopefully looking forward to this new website that's coming, which you know, I don't want to go off and give you exact dates yet, but we're hoping it's going to be finished this month. I've then got to do a bunch of work to it. So maybe hopefully by the end of January it'll be finished, and then we'll probably maybe hopefully be releasing it, say the end of February, for like a, you know, complete and utter. We'll kind of announce it's going to be released on this day, and then the old website goes down, the new website goes up. Again, that's all just a prediction, but it is coming. It's just I'm just giving you an idea about when it is coming, so fingers crossed as soon as possible. But as always, until the next time, my name's Bob Waldron, this is Genessis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.